Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your Muse Traci and I am your favorite manifestation coach. I am here to inspire you and empower you to live the life of your dreams, to create on purpose exactly what you want in all areas of your life, to stop settling and to stop suffering. You are not here to suffer. If that sounds good to you, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. I offer one-on-one coaching and I also offer group coaching. My current program, Manifest Your Specific Person, is open now for registration. It's open until tomorrow, and then the doors are closing until next year, 2025. In this group program, I teach you how to transform and revolutionize your life in all areas. We take a deep dive into your subconscious programming and your belief system or your self-concept. And I teach you how to change the programming that is effectively covering up and masking your true nature. I will take you through the process of cleaning up your programming, breaking out of old cycles and patterns, and truly understanding your nature as the creator of your reality. I will teach you how to shift into the parallel realities that you desire to be in, revise situations that still plague and block you, and to release the emotions and patterns that are keeping you stuck. The group is held over 8 weeks, well, actually 9 weeks. We'll have a bonus week as well. And I designed the program to create real transformation in all areas of your life, including manifesting your specific person. So if this is an area you've been stuck in, I highly recommend the program. And there's also a community associated with the program where you will be able to interact with other participants, share your experience, your wins, your challenges, get feedback and support from like-minded people as well, which is super great. So we're doing all this in the program and returning you back to your true nature of being an effortless and an unlimited creator. If you truly are an unlimited creator, you can manifest your specific person. If you're interested in learning more, leave me a comment or send me an email. I also just released a free mini course. Well, not just, a couple months ago. It's been out a little while now, explaining why and how manifesting a specific person is absolutely possible. It's not just possible, it's what you're doing all the time already with every person in your life. So I made this course because I find some people, they're stuck on this part. They never get past this part. Can I, can't I? Is it working? Does it work? Right? So if you're questioning any of that, let's get that out of the way. You shouldn't be questioning that. So I developed this mini course to help you put those questions, those doubts out of your mind, to clear all of that up. So if you do find yourself still questioning that portion, then take the mini course and this will help you to solidify your understandings of the fundamentals that even make it possible. Why is it even possible? I go over all of that in the mini course, so check it out. You can find the link to that in the description down below, as well as the link for the course that I was mentioning, the program that's running, and the doors are open until tomorrow. You can also find the link for that in the description as well. All right, you guys, let's get into the video for today. Today, I want to talk about how everything is working out in your favor. And I want to dive deep into this because there's a few different aspects that I want to talk about. So let's start with the first piece that we need to understand. The first piece you need to understand in order to live by this concept. It is a concept, right? Everything is working in your favor. It's like a rule that you should be applying to your reality. Now, the first thing that you need to understand is that you make all the rules for your reality. So this is a good one to have in place, I would say. So you make all the rules for your reality. So you need to make a rule. And the rules, by the way, are for you to conform to. If you make this rule and you still think sometimes like, oh shit, why is this hitting the fan? Something's going wrong. You're not sticking to your own rules. Your rules for your reality are for you. So you make all the rules for your reality, and you also give everything meaning. Everything is empty and meaningless by default until you assign it the meaning. Now, you can understand that this is how it works because different people associate different meanings for different things. You can have two people that literally experience the same thing, and they can have meanings, meaning their recount of the situation or their story about what happened can be wildly different because we all give it the meaning that we choose. So everything is empty and meaningless until you give it the meaning. Now, usually you're giving it the meaning unconsciously until you, again, understand and you follow this rule as well, that you're giving the meaning to everything. And then you realize, oh, I should give things the meanings that is actually working out for me. I don't have to give it a meaning that I have to then like jump over a hurdle about. You don't have to do that. It's like learning how to work with yourself. So you want to learn to consciously give meaning to everything that is showing up, which means you don't go with what's logical, what's realistic. All that means is that you are bound to give things meanings to the way things have always been. That's what realistic is. That's what logical is. Well, I've seen things work this way before, so I guess that applies here. You do not have to do that. You're much more powerful than that. You're much more powerful than that. But again, this rule, you have to use it. You have to live by your own rules. You give everything the meaning, and you have a choice to give it the meaning unconsciously, being realistic, being logical. All that means is you're not really using your creative power. You're just sort of like regurgitating what you've seen before. Yeah, I've seen things work this way, so let me just regurgitate that. You don't have to do that. You can be much more creative with your meanings. And a really good way, if you don't know what meaning to give to something, just ask yourself, what would I prefer the meaning to be here? What would be amazing to me if this was the meaning, right? Just give it the meaning that you want it to have. You have the free will to do that. And you have the creative power to do that. This is how you create in the moment. You create as you go. Okay, so if you make all the rules for your reality and you give everything the meaning, then everything is working in your favor, right? If you say it is, all roads lead to your desired end. If you say they do, all circumstances are happening for your higher good. You know what I'm going to say. If you say they do. Now, here's where we get into some deeper concepts. I'm not in any way saying that your reality will eventually, and after this video, start looking like rainbows and daffodils all over the place. Money falls into your bank account out of nowhere and everything looks exactly the way that you want it to. This isn't really how we learn or how we grow, is it? No. And one of your biggest desires, our biggest innate desires, that's why we come into this realm to experience the light, the dark, the good, the bad, the have, the not have. It's because our biggest desire is to experience and to evolve and to grow, if you will, right? And so growing into what? Into the highest version of yourself, the highest vision that you have for yourself, the highest idea that you have for yourself, right? So we come into this world usually, we come in and we immediately absorb from age 0 to 7. What do we absorb mostly? Limitation, 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 limitation. So great, we're born clean slate, come in, we're a sponge, and now we have all the limitations. But, it was designed this way for a reason. So here you are, you're born a clean slate, infinite potential. You come in, you get all the limitations. Now what? Well, now, can you overcome the limitation? Can you realize that you are more than your limitations? Can you, even in spite of your limitations, realize the highest vision that you have for yourself? This is really your truest desire in being here, to know who you truly are, to know that you are unlimited, to know that you are that unlimited being again. So then challenges that look like limitations that you are able to bust right through are working in your favor, right? these challenges that look like limitations that you say, oh, okay, what is the challenge here? What is the thing to overcome? This challenge being presented to you is really your own limitation. So here it is, voila, right in front of you. You have a choice: conform to your past limitation or overcome it with a new idea about who you are, right? So when you overcome it by knowing who you really are, things are working in your favor. It's all working in your favor. You are becoming more, and you are setting yourself free from the previous limitations. But without circumstances that challenge you, you would not have had that opportunity to accomplish this, right? So can you see the nuance here? Can you see the nuance of why everything really is working in your favor? Everything really is working in your favor. So now I'm going to sort of reference some things. It's not quotes, but sort of reference some things that Neil Donald Walsh is talking about in Conversations with God. You cannot know yourself to be without limitations until you know yourself to be with limitations, right? So again, that's what I was talking about. You come in clean slate immediately, years 0 to 7, limitation, 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 right? That's what usually happens. I'm not saying 100%, but usually that's what happens. So once you know yourself to be with limitations, and then you decide, hold on, I'm the one making all the rules, so now I choose to be free of limitations. Only then can you create yourself to be without limitations. Try not to get lost in the wording here. It's just sort of like you can't experience what you want to be without experiencing what you are not. Or what you can't experience what you want to be without experiencing the opposite of that, I guess, is a less confusing way of saying it. So you have to experience what you are not to then go ahead and experience what you truly are. If this feels confusing, go and read Conversations with God and read it like 5 times. So this is not all about having a world of circumstances where everything is exactly how you want it to be. It's not. It's more about mastering you, mastering your internal world, so that you don't need the world of circumstances to be exactly as you want them to be. Now, the paradox is when you achieve this, meaning when you achieve the state of not needing the world of circumstances to be exactly the way you want them to be, that's exactly when everything starts to be exactly as you want it to be. But please do not think that because you learned about visualizations or affirmations and that you are the God of your reality, that now you're going to create a world where everything is exactly as you want it to be. No, that's not what you're here to do. That is thinking that you are mastering your external world. That's a little bit of a wrong perception. This is not what you are trying to accomplish. Well, it shouldn't be what you're trying to accomplish. I think sometimes when we first learn about manifesting, this is how we initially understand manifesting. Okay, I'm going to affirm, I'm going to visualize, I'm going to so that out there looks better. Out there is more of what I want. So I'm here to sort of set the record straight. This is not what it's all about. It is about mastering yourself. You're mastering your internal world. That's why reacting does the opposite of what you want it to do. That's why needing something to show up prevents it from showing up. That's why staying in a state of wanting, in a state of lack, prevents it from showing up. You're not changing out there. You're changing your internal world. Everything really is working in your favor. All roads really do lead to your success. This is truly how it works. And your goal here is mastering the self. You can't master out there until you master your inner world. What's going on with you? What are your limitations? What are your beliefs? What are the rules that you've set up with your reality? So many times I see with my clients, they have this rule, whatever it is. Let's just use an example. I have to work hard to get money, okay? They have this rule. It's something that someone else taught them. They don't even want this rule, but again, programming and limitations. So they go and they perpetuate that throughout their life, and then they try to affirm, I'm abundant, money comes easy. I'm abundant, money comes easy. In the meantime, there's a dominant rule that they haven't addressed, right? So you have to change the rules. You have to make everything work in your favor. Make a rule that is going to take you to where you actually want to be. And when you change the rules, you change the core, you change you get rid of your limitations to realize that you are an unlimited being. That's when you can start to experience those things in the external world. It's not before. As within, so without. Right? So yes, this is all about mastering yourself and becoming, creating yourself to be the highest version and the highest vision of yourself. One without limitations, one without dependence on the external world for your comfort, for your validation, or for anything really. This is about mastering the self. And again, I'll repeat it because I don't want you guys to get sad at this video. The paradox is, when you stop needing those things, that's exactly when everything will look exactly the way you want them to be. All the comfort, all the validation, all the love, all the abundance, it'll all be there. Not because you need it, not because you're trying to get it, but because you've mastered your internal world. You've said inside of yourself, I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of comfort. I'm worthy of abundance. I'm worthy of it all. Because you are the one that makes the rules. So while you have a rule that says, I don't get to have these things, your reality has to conform to that. You're trying to change out there. No, go within, change the programming, change your rules. You're making all the rules for your reality. So this is how you learn to work with yourself. Master the self. Don't need things to be a certain way out there. Again, the paradox is, they will. Don't worry, they will. As within, so without. All right, you guys, leave me a comment down below. Go and check out my course if you're interested in learning more about manifesting your specific person or anything else that you want. This program is designed to help you do that. We take a deep dive in 8 weeks, 9 weeks with the bonuses that I've created, and I'm super excited to take you guys through that. So leave me a comment, leave me any questions that you have, and then I'll also see you in the next video. Bye.